It's the delivery, which we are right now. The mail carrier arrives, and this is what your husband is facing all over town
every day
to deliver mail. Well, you guys, welcome to Dog Hugs. We are so happy to have you with us on this Friday. Robbie, how are you doing today?
I am doing well. We're up at our house in Alexandria Bay, up in the Thousand Islands.
Oh,
we thought let's get a pardon.
Yeah, Spider's not helping you much. Right on the Canadian border.
Right on the Canadian border on the St. Lawrence Seaway. You actually came up, a couple of years ago?
Yeah, it was.
Went on the boat tour with us.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 years ago. Yeah, we decided to get away for the weekend, come up here, hang out in the freezing cold.
Yes.
So, but it's a change of scenery. It's a different kind of cold.
Yeah. Oh, boy, buddy. Yeah, really, I can imagine how cold it must be up there right now. Did you have to shovel snow when you got in, or was that?
No, we didn't. It's at the point now where the ground is so wet, so the snow just kind of falls and then melts into the mud that is our yard.
Oh,
so, well, we're kind of hoping it's going to be nice on Easter Sunday because Tim doesn't know it yet, even though he's listening to me. He's got to go help build Atlas's Easter playhouse that we bought him.
Wow.
He'll hear that on the replay, so he'll know.
Wow. I can't that sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah.
A lot of work, I think it's going to be. It's pretty big.
Well, wishing everybody happy Easter, happy Passover, whatever you're celebrating,
Yes.
happy end of the week. Spider got some exercise this morning, Robbie, which was
very nice.
So great. So he's ratcheted down from 110 to about a 95. Actually, I do want to show you one trick. He might be calm enough to do it today. We tried it the other day, but it was a complete washout. But let's walk over to the studio, and let's see if Carla can do this trick we've been working on. Here we go. Go around, buddy. Oh, he did. Oh, instead. Roll over. Okay, roll over. See you later, Spider. Come on, let's go. Yeah, there you go. Now he's got the trick on. One more.
Yay, Spider.
Boy, and get right in there. Atta boy, Spider.
Good job.
For that one. That was pretty good. Here. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. So give you guys a better view of Spider doing his trick. Here we go. One more time, Spider. Little encore here. Go around. Atta buddy. Keep going.
Oh, that is so cool.
Well, it was better the first time. This is his favorite trick now. This is called footsies. Oh, this is my dog's T-shirt. Yeah, if you were in Los Angeles, perhaps you got to see. Come on up here. Oh, there's no room, I know. You got to see Spider and me perform at the California Science Center from last June through this January. We had such a great time performing there. Okay, that was fun.
That was fun.
Let's talk about the giveaway. What's going on with our giveaway?
We are going to draw names, I think at the end of the day or tomorrow morning. I put the link in there. We have about 20 to 25 cat and dog gifts.
Wow. That
Gerald and Chada of GC Pet Style of Life gathered up on her birthday to give away to all of our followers.
Oh,
so we have a form. You fill out the form with your name and address, and we're drawing to mail out gifts.
Oh, really excited. Yeah. I hope you guys will.
A lot of good stuff.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on with the chat here. We've got all kinds of, well, hello from Sarah Smith. Great to see you again today, Sarah. You are a frequent flyer. Hey, let us know if this is the first time you're watching the show, the first time you're watching Dog Hugs today, or if you're a frequent flyer. Would love to hear from you guys on our chat. We just love to hear from you guys. because it's so important. So let's see, what else we
Oh,
got?
I forgot Sarah had the bunny.
Oh, Sarah with her bunny. That's right. And then yesterday, Sarah, as I recall, you have a dog too, right? A dachshund, is it? I don't remember. Yeah. And oh, she says thank you. Well, yeah, that's great. Well, so again, hope you guys do enter the giveaway, and please let us know what's going on in your life today, and whether you're a new viewer or if you've watched and participated in Dog Hugs before. All
What
right.
is Spider doing behind you?
He's doing everything but doing what he's supposed to. Yeah. Jessica, welcome, our first time viewer, Jessica. Welcome. It's really great to have you on Dog Hugs today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Yeah. Spider is, as I say, he's ratcheted down from 110 just to a mere 95. He's doing great. Yeah.
He's pretty much at a level 90 most of the time, isn't he?
Yeah. When you visited here, you asked, gee, do I need to be, I forget exactly how you were. Am I going to be safe? And I sort of said, well, there are rules.
If Spider's on the stairs, don't go up before him.
Down the stairs first. Spider goes up the stairs first. I don't want anybody tripping on stairs. Yeah.
And you can give him that big ball that you've got to put the snacks in, and he is on his own.
True. I'm going to have to do that sometime. I'm going to have to show you guys dog puzzles.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
During the day. Puzzles. Come on, buddy. Over here. Good boy. Jump back. Yeah.
Those dogs are being surprisingly quiet.
Go, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, that's really great. We have a terrific guest with you today.
We do.
Denise Gruzensky is a dear friend of Robbie and me and friend of the show, and really excited to have her. Her specialty is dogs and kids. She's a fantastic author, and we're going to share Denise with you along with her great book. Where did it go? I've got it here somewhere.
Yep, we have the book trailer. I'll put a link in the comments.
Yeah, there we go. Harley's story. But anyhow, without further ado, let's bring Denise into the studio. Denise, welcome to Dog Hugs.
Hi, Larry and Robbie.
Hi, Denise. How are you?
Short amount of time here.
Who's this?
This is Sierra. This is our latest rescue.
Who is that?
So her name is Sierra, and we rescued her from Valley Oaks SPCA about a month after we adopted. Well, we brought 4 adopted children into our house, 4 siblings.
Wonderful.
So we're waiting to do the next rescue until we got the kids in the house so that we didn't set the next rescue up to fail. Oh, there's a child.
Hi, child.
So I don't know how much longer it's going to last here. Oh, I've got more children poking heads in. They're eating lunch right now, but they're
See them.
Sarah's going to try to get carrots because that's her favorite treat. So we need to move her off from around the table.
Oh, God, getting to be at the table today.
There you go. There you go.
So, Denise,
Yeah.
I want to hear more about Harley's story. You know, what a great book. And thank you so much for sharing your work with the world. And why did you initially decide to write the book?
So we ended up with our rescue Harley having had diabetes. And I'll never forget what the vet said to me initially when we took Harley in. I had said, excuse me, Bella, for a minute, please. I had said, he's eating a lot, or he's drinking a lot more, and he's having accidents in the house, and he wasn't doing that before. What does that, in a human, I'm a nurse practitioner, in a human, that means diabetes. What does that mean for a dog?
Mm.
And he said diabetes. And
Oh, wow.
said the majority of the time that animals are brought in, Harley's blood sugar was over 400 when we first brought him in.
That sounds like a big number.
And their average blood sugar is supposed to be around 120, 130, somewhere in there.
Oh, wow.
So he said that the majority of the time when owners actually notice their dogs are acting strange, they're actually so far along that they oftentimes have to be put down or they pass away.
Oh my.
And so
Oh my gosh.
my initial thought was first of all, I wanted kids to know that they're not alone. If they have something like diabetes or they have an illness of some kind, that a huge majority of illnesses that humans experience, ironically, dogs experience, pets experience in general. Cats can have diabetes too. So I learned a lot in those first few months of him having diabetes. He actually was with us for quite a while after that, but I never wanted a kid to feel alone again that had special needs. And I didn't ever want a pet to go so long without their owners knowing about it. So I thought, well, if I teach the kids a little bit about it and I teach their parents a little bit about it through the book, then hopefully they'll recognize the symptoms early.
That was really fortuitous that you did that. Robbie, you got something you want to follow up with?
Oh, I had myself muted because I was coughing.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, it's like, I think when I had first met Denise, she was talking about Harley. And I think before I really talked to her, I did not realize that dogs could have human conditions like that. And then after that, my sister-in-law had a cat that had diabetes. And I think they had to check his blood sugar and maybe even give him insulin. And it's like, that's a lot of work and care. And it's like, I just love the fact that they did that. And I just love the fact that, Denise, you took in that dog who was, in desperate need, and such an amazingly adorable dog, and, just took care of him. And I just love that story.
It was amazing. Literally, dogs, how they know about when it's time to eat and everything, and they kind of cue you that it's time to give them food.
Yep.
You could say, Harley, it's time for your insulin shot, and he would come over and get his shot.
Oh my gosh.
So checking his blood sugars was a little more difficult, and we did that as well. But I swear he knew he felt better after we got his sugars under control, and he would come over to get his shot.
And Denise, can you let people know? I mean, you don't have to be in the medical field to be able to take care of a dog or a cat with special needs like that, do you?
No, you do not. And there's plenty of YouTube videos on how to give the injections. They're actually quite simple.
Okay.
On your pet, it may or may not. Harley ended up, sometimes you can use their ears, sometimes you can use their paws to check their blood sugars.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up having to lift up his lip and check we had to poke the inside of his inner lip. That itself can be a little bit more difficult, but anybody can learn how to do it. You don't have to be in the healthcare profession to do it. And
I think that's a great thing to know.
We were actually able to cut down on some of the costs too, because, as you're trying to figure out what the right insulin dose is, you have to do multiple checks. And if you come into the vet to do those checks, our vet at the time, it cost about $20 per stick to check his blood sugars.
Oh, wow.
The fact that you learn how to do them, you can offer to your vet and say, when we're going to do a glucose curve, that means that you start checking their sugars one day and you do it every 2 to 3 hours throughout the whole day to see what their blood sugars are doing. Well, imagine that times $20 per stick.
Oh my gosh.
You can offer to your vet once you've learned how to do it and say, you know what, I'd like to do my glucose curve at home, and then I'll bring the numbers into you and save yourself money that way.
And I'm assuming your veterinarian would show you if you're willing to learn, right?
They will.
That's so great to know.
And you might want to start looking for a different vet.
Okay, that's good information too, because there might be some that wouldn't want to teach you because of the $20. So,
yeah.
Denise, how did the meaning of Harley's story change since you adopted children?
So it was kind of an aspect of it I never really had even anticipated. So Harley tells his own story about being rescued and then finding out he had special needs, and through it trying to figure out if he would be given away again. And if the problems would mean that he would be given away, or would he get to keep his forever home. And I just had and then learning what unconditional love was. That's kind of the follow-up to that.
Wow.
I had no idea that I would go through 4 rounds of infertility with my husband, and then we would start looking into adoption. And then in September of 2018, we would take in 4 siblings that were 1, 2, 3, and 4 that are officially adopted as of May 25th of last year.
Oh,
So they actually, especially my oldest, loves the book. I pulled out the book, and the first thing he wanted to do was run away and read it. It's one of his favorite stories to have read to him. So I had no idea that aspect of the book was even in it until somebody said, you talked about adopting the dog, and now you're adopting kids. They go together.
never thought about that. So what do you think your children learned by reading the book?
I think it does that same.
Not to put you on the spot. I'm sorry about that. Okay.
They learn it. Harley's teaching them about the fact that at least in our home, this is a forever home. It doesn't matter if a problem comes up. It doesn't matter if you have trouble. It doesn't matter if a health issue comes up. We are your forever home, and you will be. We love you unconditionally.
Amen.
That's amazing. That is an amazing story.
So,
And you have a new puppy we saw earlier, or puppy or dog, I don't know.
yeah, she's Sierra. I think she's about 4.
Okay.
So when so we had a dog in between Harley and Sierra. We had Shasta, and you met
I
Shasta.
remember Shasta.
So Shasta ended up with Cushing's as well. He had Cushing's disease, another human disease that translates to dogs as well. And when he passed away, we were already in the process of the adoption, the foster adopt stuff. So I didn't want to set up a rescue dog to fail in a rescue. So
Right.
I went and volunteered at the shelter. They knew that I wanted another dog. They knew that we wanted to rescue another one, but that we wanted kids first. So right after the kids moved in September, the rescue came to us and said, we have this brand new puppy. We think she was a puppy mill escapee because we found her and she was pregnant. She hasn't been in the shelter. She has her and her puppy are, she has her and her puppy. There's a fella. She's been with the shelter. I'm getting distracted. I'm sorry. Train of thought.
That's okay.
She's been with the shelter director the whole time. So do you want a puppy? And I went, oh my goodness, I cannot do a 1, 2, 3, and 4-year-old and a puppy. Well, but you know what? We hadn't thought about this. The mom needs to be rescued as well. And we know she's great with kids and other animals and all of that. So we got the mom.
Oh, okay.
So a month after the kids, we got the dog.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. And a few people thought that we were nuts, that I had 4 months off of work to help everybody transition. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And you do a lot of traveling, right?
We do, and she travels with us.
Because aren't you kind of like transitioning your blog to be about family and dogs? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
That's right. So Denise's Dog Dish was mainly a health and wellness blog, which took me a while to kind of find that niche in it.
Mm-hmm.
It seems now that it would have been obvious given everything we just talked about, but it wasn't at the time.
Right.
So it ended up being mostly a dog health and wellness blog. And then I started a family blog with the kids. And I was feeling kind of overwhelmed. And Shauna, who we know from Women in the Pet Industry, I had a business meeting call with her. And she said, why are you getting overwhelmed and not writing because you're overwhelmed by having 2 different blogs? Just morph them into one. So Denise's Dog Dish is at denisegruzinski.com. And it is now dishing all things dog and family. So
I like that.
the new logo is not up yet. It is in its final stages of design. And then I hope to put some of the infertility journey story onto that blog as I'm morphing into family and dogs.
Wow, that sounds really bold.
So you have 4 children, a husband, a dog, your blog, and you're also a nurse practitioner.
Correct.
Yes. And you do a lot of traveling. So
We do.
I don't know, do you ever sleep, Denise?
That's the one thing that I try to make sure now that I get all the time, because without that, it seems like the rest of life falls completely apart.
True. That is true.
True that. Yeah. Denise, how does having Sierra, I want to ask you about dogs and kids. And how did Sierra teach you your kids?
We have been so blessed with her. She has, so kids through adoption oftentimes have come through trauma. And they're learning how to share. They're learning how to be gentle and kind. There's this whole process that you go through, even with high fives, where you say, give me a strong high five, give me a medium high five, give me a soft high five.
Oh.
As we learn the aspects, because a lot of that wasn't part of their initial upbringing, about learning how to be gentle. And Sierra, not only does she teach them how to be gentle, and she lets them know, boy, in those first few months, I would hear her kind of just growl a little bit, and I'd be like somewhere in the house going, Sierra's saying no thank you, Sierra's saying no thank you. But she teaches them how to be gentle and kind, and she's very, very good at it. The other aspect
that's great.
of post-traumatic stress and anxiety, and that you'll see the kids just start petting her, and it just relaxes the whole family. I know it decreases my blood pressure to pet her, so when we know that those health aspects are there for owners of pets. So, and then teaching them responsibility. The oldest are starting to help me feed her, and they're starting to help walk her. So there are just so many aspects, great, wonderful aspects about having a pet with kids.
That is really.
That is such an important thing.
I know that service is a big part of the way you walk in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And, is there a shelter that you'd love to give a shout out to today?
Definitely Valley Oaks SPCA. They're who found Sierra for us. And I have nothing but amazing things to say about them. They're a terrific shelter there in our area.
Fantastic.
Do you want quick hellos from the kids before? Because I know our time is running.
Yeah, let's go ahead and bring them in there.
Come over and say hi quick. So here is Brent. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, Bella, you've been leaning. No, they can't see you. If you can.
Hi.
Come say hi quick. Quick. Go under the cord. Go under the cord. Good job. He has to come around the computer cord. Here's our youngest.
Oh, we got a message for Denise from Ruth McFerrin.
Oh, hi, Ruth.
Hi.
Brent, can you give Brian a chance to say? Oh, hi, Ruth, from all the kids. So, Brian, you want to wave hi? Hi. Oh, hi, guys.
Yeah.
Brady, do you want to come say hi?
You guys.
I got one more coming to say hi.
Boy, I should have had Atlas here today.
There we go. One more. And Brent, can you give Brady
Oh,
a
what a beautiful family, Denise.
Can you wave hello? Thank you. We feel so blessed. Oh, my dog is responding to yours. All right,
Hi.
we've taken up most of the time here, I think.
Denise, before we head out, as you know, and Spider knows, we love to express gratitude and blessings on this show. Is there somebody in your life or in the world that you can extend gratitude?
I have to say how much gratitude I have, and he's going to laugh at me because he's standing in the room. But this is an impossible life without my husband. And so my husband, Denton, his support, the kind of husband he is, the kind of father he is. He's not able to listen to me at all right now. He's passing out food to kids who are all yelling at him. But he has so much energy, an endless supply of energy. He is so good with the kids. He's an amazing dad, and he's an amazing husband.
Amen. Bless
I love that. Very nice.
you. Denise Gruzensky, thank you so much for being with us today on Dog
Thank you,
Hug.
Denise.
Thank you guys for having me. It was so great to see both of you.
Yes, you too. We got to do this more often.
I know I'm going to do a lot more. And Ruth and everybody else out there.
Thank you,
We
Denise.
will.
Bye.
Well, that was really lovely too.
I love that.
Yeah, great to see Denise and her family. Meet her family.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's see what else we got. We had that nice comment from Ruth. Come on.
That was very nice.
And
Manish is here saying hi to Spider and hi to me.
hi, Manish. Great to see you again. Great. Yeah, wonderful. And
we got Kathy Ann who said Spider's such a sweetheart.
Oh, I didn't even see that one. Oh, there you go.
It was like 307. Yep.
There we go. Hi, Kathy Ann. Thank you for checking in. I know, quiet. I know it's hard.
Spider.
I was in a contract when I adopted you. Good dog. Okay. Yeah. Come on, buddy. Yeah. And yes, Jessica. Right. First time. Right. Amen. Let's see. Reminding folks about the giveaway. Do you want to talk about that one more time?
About the giveaway? Is that what you said about the giveaway? Yep. I am going to pin a comment with the link to the giveaway. Yes, Spider is very vocal today, Sarah. I'll pin a link in the comments to the giveaway. We have 20 to 25 dog and cat gifts that we're going to do a random drawing for the people that fill out the form. We're hoping to do that drawing today, maybe let people know tomorrow, I think. With it being Easter weekend, it may be a little bit later. Yeah. So I'm not really sure between you, Geraldine, and myself getting together with that. Yeah. And then anybody that's watching and listening, make sure you share a photo of your dog on our Facebook page, Positively Woof, because every day we choose a dog of the day. And then at the end of the week, on Sunday, usually, we choose a supermodel of the week. Yeah. And the supermodel stays at the top of our page, gets top billing. Everybody gets to see your dog when they come to the page. And we just love seeing people's dogs. And we like hearing their names. There's such unique names on a lot of these dogs. So we love hearing all of that too. And meeting new dogs.
Yeah, beautiful. Robbie, as we wrap up today and the week, is there somebody that you want to express blessings or gratitude for?
You know, I don't know if I have a specific person. I just feel blessed, honestly, to be alive. Amen. With everything that's going on and anything that could be bad, I've got fantastic friends and family who loves me and a husband who's amazing. You know, great dogs, great friends like you, Larry. And so my blessing is for my life today. Oh. Everything that I am blessed with in it.
That is so beautiful.
Thank you.
Folks out there have some blessings that you'd like to share with everybody. We would love to put those on as well.
Yep.
Today, Robbie, I'm going to add to your blessings. My blessing is for you.
Thank you.
You make this show possible and fun and lively. And for all that we get to do together behind the scenes is just so great. We've been working together a few years now, as I recall.
We have. I think it's been like almost 5.
Wow.
I think we met at Blog Pause and then started working together. So thank you to Blog Pause for having introduced us.
You know, that's a blessing for Blog Pause. And speaking of Blog Pause, a week from today, we have the Chief Everything Officer of Blog Pause, Vita, is going to be our guest a week from today because it's Greyhound.
Oh, yes.
And her Greyhound Twiggy is also going to make a guest appearance on the show.
Twiggy's very lovely.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we are wishing all of you a very safe and healthy rest of today and a blessed weekend. And we really look forward to sharing the show with you again on Monday. So
On Monday.
thank you so much for being part of our lives. And again, thank you for joining here on Blog Talks. You want to give one more hug, Spider?
He does like his hugs.
He loves his hugs, as long as it's a treat. All right. Well,
There you go. You have to bribe him with hugs?
take care of yourself, my friend. And
You too. Bye.
on Monday. Bye, everyone.